let's get curious about technology, clothes, and fashion. Right? You may not think oftentimes about fashion and technology at the same time, but today's what if question is, what if your clothes were smarter? You might think, well, what if my clothes are smart at all? But let's see, what if when you buy clothes, what do you have to do? Try each piece on, try different colors together, try different styles? Well, basically, you have to test a bunch of different things to see what fits and what works well together. Well, people come in all different shapes, sizes, and styles. So why do our clothes have only a few available sizes? We have large, but not Susie large or Bob large, and everyone changes a bit. Even throughout 1 year, you're not the same shape and size necessarily, right? In summer, people may be more active and lose a few pounds. In winter, we're often less active and have many feasts, leading us to pack on a few extra pounds. These fluctuations are natural, they're normal, they're fine. But our clothes don't move with us. Well, what if they did? What if they were smarter? Well, what if our clothes were made out of new materials that worked with our lives better? Researchers are making new materials that work. Researchers are making clothing out of bacteria, right? Can you imagine? Clothes out of bacteria? Then these are allowing us to create more customized clothing with less waste. Wow, right? And possibly even have your clothes deliver nutrients to your skin. So let's unpack that for a second. What if you had clothes made out of bacteria that could actually reduce waste, were customized to you, and actually make you healthier? Sound crazy? Well, what if you didn't have to try on different colors and sizes even? What if your clothes showed you where Wi-Fi was, or knew your heart rate, or could tell you a good place to eat? That's right, your clothes, right? What if your clothes were talking to you? Well, what if your clothes hardened when you bumped into something, which could protect you from accidents or punches? So your clothes were so smart that before you could get hurt, they harden, or they change their substance or their structure so they could actually protect you from what was about to happen. What if your clothes got smarter? Sound crazy? Well, not quite. Believe it or not, with the developing wearable technologies and other things, our clothes may be a whole lot smarter. You know, there was a time when your phone wasn't smart. We just had regular phones, right? Or maybe a wireless phone was as amazing as they got. Now we're walking around with smartphones in our pockets. We're gonna have smart lenses. We're gonna have all this other stuff. Well, why not the rest of the stuff we use? So for an activity to go along with this is fashion designer of future materials. What if you became a designer or a part of the conversation on not just what clothes could look like, but what clothes could do in the future, or how they were smarter in the future? So fashion designers of the future will have many more materials to choose from than we do today. But that doesn't mean we can't start thinking about new types of clothing in the present. Use the following inspiration list to design and draw new types of clothing you want to see in the future. Now I'll share the list here, and of course you can find it in the book of What If as well. But these are just some things to think about in terms of what could clothes look like in the future? What could clothes do in the future? And maybe how could you be a part of all of it? So what is something that is made of plants? So think of clothes in the future that maybe clothes that are made out of plants, or something, some piece of clothing that could talk to your phone or your computer, or some kind of clothes that could change colors or change shapes or make noises or broadcast signals. Maybe your shirt is your Wi-Fi signal. Maybe they could receive signals, right? Maybe you're talking into your shirt like a phone. I don't know. Well, maybe some kind of multi-function pants or socks. And maybe even something that could change with the weather. How cool would that be? Is if you just put on whatever shirt and shorts or pants you're wearing for that day, and then when you go outside, depending on the weather, they change. If it's cold, maybe your short sleeve shirt gets long sleeves, right? And your shorts become pants. And if it gets hot, maybe the opposite happens. Or if it rains, maybe a hood comes out of your shirt and covers your head. Who knows? But as we've discussed before, the first step to making something new, amazing, incredible, and awesome is asking what if. So what if you today start by asking, well, what if we had a shirt that could do this, or pants that could do that? Or what if you start thinking about the way clothes could not only look better in the future, but be smarter in the future today? Can't wait to see what you come up with and what you start wearing. As always, stay curious.